But then I also want you to think about this year. Not only finishing the west wing and then preparing for the east wing and the future broadening of this auditorium, but also sometime in the next 12 to 18 months, we want to build the bus barn and relocate the parking of the buses over here where we can work on them, because we want to bring children to come to Lancaster Baptist Church so that they can know more about Jesus. In fact, I have some of them with me right here this morning. Boys and girls, come up here. I want to welcome you to Big Church today. Come on up here. These are some kids. Every week, more than 500 to 600 boys and girls come to Lancaster Baptist Church. You'll never meet them. You'll never get to know them. But I want to tell you, because of your tithes, this church spends about $250,000 a year to run and gas and insure and repair buses so that children like this can come to Lancaster Baptist Church. So I want you to meet a couple of them this morning, and I want to make sure I get Day-Day. You're Day-Day, right? Day-Day's 12. And Day-Day, tell us now, what bus route do you ride to church?
Route 11.
Route 11. Who's your bus captain?
Andrew Hutchins.
Andrew Hutchins, all right. And tell all these folks here kind of like what you do on the bus coming into church.
We just sing songs, and we just have a lot of fun on the buses, and we pass out candy sometimes.
Awesome. Okay. And now, do you sleep on the bus?
No.
You sing songs, all right. Now, when you come to church, do you go to sleep?
No.
Just these folks do that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. So when you come to church, what do they do when you come to church?
The same thing that we do on bus, but they teach us about the Bible like we're doing now.
That's awesome. Teach you about the Bible. By the way, some of you, this is new to you. They don't teach the Bible in the public schools anymore. And a lot of the homes where a lot of our bus kids come from, they don't teach the Bible there. Somebody has to teach the Bible to this generation. I'm glad that Day-Day's learned the Bible. That's awesome, Day-Day. We're so thankful for that. Let me see now here. Who's next here? Linnell? Lionel, come over here, buddy. How old are you, Lionel? You told me your first service. 10?
Yeah, 10.
And that means you're 5th grade, right?
Yeah.
How long you been riding the bus?
3 years.
3 years. That is fantastic. And do you have sisters or brothers that ride the bus with you?
I have 3 sisters that ride the bus with me, and sometimes my cousins.
Sometimes your cousins. Well, you bring all your friends, anybody that wants to come, okay? We're glad you're riding the bus. You know, I got saved when I was 10, just your same size, your same age. And we're very glad you're coming to Lancaster Baptist. You guys got a camera? Put the camera on these boys and girls. These are handsome kids right here. A little closer on them, not on me, all right? First service, they had it on back of my bald head, so let's try to avoid that, okay? Thank you very much. Okay, Asia, come over here. Come right over here. This is Asia. Asia, how old are you?
14.
14. How long have you been riding the bus?
10 and a half years.
10 and a half years. That is awesome, Asia. And who's your bus captain?
Brother Jacob.
Brother Jacob Furso? Mm-hmm. He's a good man. And now when you come in, do they have a class for girls that are 14 like you? And how many, is it 10th grade and 9th grade, or what grades?
Yeah, 10th grade to 9th grade.
All right, and that's girls and boys, or just the girls?
Girls and boys.
Those boys don't bug you, do they?
No.
All right, good. If they do, just whop them, okay? And we're sure glad you're coming. And what are you learning about right now in church?
Just about God and stuff and Jesus.
Learning more about Jesus? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. We're very glad you're coming to our church. So thankful. And tell us your name again.
Quinique.
Quinique. And Quinique, how long have you been coming to church?
2 years.
2 years. Quinique, that is great. Whose bus do you ride?
Brother Downey's.
John Downey. You know, I led Brother Downey to Christ 26 years ago. He got saved. Now he's helping you know about the Lord. And that's just awesome. And we're so glad that you're coming. And these are boys and girls that you're helping to reach with the gospel. Aren't you thankful they're part of Lancaster Baptist Church? Let them know you're glad they're here. Now, I want them to stay up here. Let's meet a couple of other bus kids right now, because I want you to understand that these are who's going to welcome us into eternal habitations if we're giving to the work of the Lord. It's something we can be thankful for. Let's see here. Brother Zachary, why don't you come up here? Miss Handrich, why don't you come up? Is Brother Williams, Reggie Williams in here? I'm not sure who all I've got in this service, but come on up here. Come on up here, brother. And let's meet some of these other bus kids here for just a minute. I want you to get the full cycle picture in your mind, okay? So let's start over here. Danielle, come right over here. Danielle, how are you?
I'm great.
I'm not going to ask you how old you are. How's that sound, okay? Danielle, when did you first start riding the bus?
When I was 8 years old.
8 years old. Where was that at?
In Mayo, Michigan.
Mayo, Michigan. That is awesome. And how old were you when you accepted Christ?
8.
8 years old. Well, I want to challenge you girls. She started when she was 8. She's still in church. So be faithful to the Lord. And if you ever need help, you let us know. Danielle serves now on the staff here at West Coast Baptist College, and I'm so thankful for that. Dr. Zachary, step up here for a minute. How old were you when you rode the bus?
I was 7.
7 years old. And how long after that till you accepted Jesus?
I started riding on Monday for Vacation Bible School and got saved on Friday.
Got saved on Friday. And even as a child, he made that decision, and he's still in church 79 years later. No, how many years later? Some years later. Those of you that don't know Dr. Zachary, he's the head of the music department at West Coast Baptist College, and has your earned doctorate in what, Dr. Zachary?
It's Doctor of Musical Arts in Piano Performance from the American Conservatory in Chicago.
And he's a bus kid, and someone knocked on his door. Some people gave money in their church so the church could run the bus so he could be saved. Brother Reggie, come over here, would you? This is Brother Reggie Williams, and Brother Reggie teaches an adult Bible class in our church. When did you ride the bus, Brother Reggie?
I started at the age of 8, and was saved at the age of 10, but through the military, bus ran on base, and through my bus captain, through the Awana program. That's how I came to the Lord Christ.
So your dad was in the military,
Correct,
and they
yes,
ran a
sir.
bus onto the base?
Correct, yes, sir.
Which base was that?
Fort Ord, California.
Up in Northern California.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Brother Reggie's our assistant dean of men here at West Coast Baptist College, and he's a bus kid. And I just want you to remember that bus kids need the Lord. And as we give, this auditorium is for everyone that would come and hear the gospel. And we're trying to help our bus ministry get stronger to keep the buses rolling. In fact, the state has new emissions laws, and in the next 2 years, we have to buy all new buses or convert some of our existing buses over for the emissions laws. And a lot of churches have quit running buses, but we just believe kids like this need the gospel. And we don't get any federal money to run our buses. Just thought I'd share that with you. None of the stimulus package comes to our church. But when God stimulates your heart, a lot of good things still happen. Amen. Let's thank all these bus kids for helping us today.